This is not the song. I need a different song. That's a good song. Uh, what are we gonna do, chat? What are we gonna do about this guy, man? 2 days in a row he doesn't show up. 2 days. Dude, I don't even know how to explain myself for yesterday. Sometimes shit happens. Did he actually say that? I watched that race. I don't remember him saying that. I've been pressuring myself. I feel like I'm at blame here a little bit for this, but I'm also like, I'm also at this point where like I'm reaching such a weird crossover right now. So yesterday, I woke up pretty late, but I have various reasons. Obvious F1. First off, let's get that off the board. Check out your bingo slot. F1 was definitely a cause for unfortunate timings in me going to bed. That happened. F1 was one of the reasons why I had gone to bed pretty late. Now, that obviously doesn't explain any other days before that that I have missed. And I've missed a few now in the last week. Mind you. But also yesterday, I did have a nice little chat with my therapist, which I haven't had a talk with in about a year-ish, I want to say. Well, technically 3 months. Well, no. How long has it been? Has it been more than 5 months? It's been like maybe 5 months? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. But I was doing so well. I was doing so good. I think this is like Middle East, by the way. I was doing so well. Probably one of the stands. Like I can't even begin to make you understand this from my point of view, because it's gonna be all different. You only really get to like inhale the knowledge. I'm the one that has to deal with it at the end of the day. Could it ever be down this way? Probably not. It's not Saudi Arabia. But either way, it's not really like something I usually like bringing up on stream a lot, because mental health, blah blah blah, it's a weird topic for me. It's a weird topic for me. I usually only bring it up when shit like this happens, or I'm just not on stream often. And was it Ryan? Son of a bitch. And so, obviously, I haven't been on. I haven't been online. I haven't really put in the effort to do the things that I've been wanting to do this month. I did a little bit of Factorio here and there. I tried to do the song request, but I never ended up doing that shit. The game show with Jash is kind of just like in the back burner. I'm still like thinking about ideas and stuff, and it's been absolutely. I think this month has been the most stressful. Sure, last month was more of a blunder on my part because every time I tried to do the music stuff, something in my life came up, and so I had to push the music stuff a little bit. But now this month is a completely different story. Nothing has come up. There's nothing wrong. There's everybody in my home is fine. Everybody in my life is fine. It's just me. It's literally me. It is literally me. I am the problem here. I am the captain now. And so I was talking to my therapist yesterday because I was like, dude, I'm at a point in my life where I'm like the most depressed I've ever been. I'm like sleeping constantly, headaches constantly, unknown of my fucking life. I don't even know what tomorrow looks like. Like, I'm over here freaking scraping at nothing. Right? What the hell is this? Is this Utah's? I feel like there's Nevada or something. And so, in like the 50s, I don't fucking know. It was Nevada. It was just in the 70s. So I'm over here talking to her about this stuff, and I'm like, I don't really know. And we're going over things that have happened over the previous like Aprils, every single April that has gone down through my life to try to like understand and figure out what may have possibly happened. Apparently April has been a pretty miserable month for me in the last 5 years. But it also has to do with like how I've been kind of just like, I don't even know what to call it. Pursue? Not necessarily pursue, because I'm not really pursuing anything. What's the term? I don't remember what she called it either. I'm gonna be honest with you. This was yesterday. This was like middle of the day. She was talking to me about this stuff. I don't know where this is. This looks like it could be Germany. No, they have the weird. Oh, it could be like up here, like Norway, Finland, Stockholm. Maybe I don't think it's this high up. This looks old. 35. 16. Okay. It was that high up, just not that high up. I was right, kind of. I'm throwing for skins. What is that? But yeah, so I'm over here talking to her. We're talking about all the stuff that's been going on through most of my life. And it's like, I don't know. It's like I've been I feel like I've been pressuring myself a little bit because I've been wanting to get these goals done because I feel like I'm like scamming in a sense. It's got to be Italy or something. No, It's gotta be like Switzerland or something. What the hell does that say? It's gotta be like Austria or something. But like I feel like I've been scamming or something. It's gotta be like Graz, right? Austria, maybe. I don't know what Hotel Sacher. No, it's probably further up, right? Munich. It's gotta be Munich, right? In like the 60s. You think it's Vienna? It was 55. Either way, like I'm distracted by the time guesser. Uh, Atlanta, Georgia? That's not Georgia, is it? That's GA on there. That has to be Georgia. I think they're selling Coca-Cola. Are they selling Coca-Cola for 5 cents? Or was the patent 5 cents? Either way, that's fucking cheap. Jesus Christ. It's gotta be like, there's no way that patent is 5 cents. Or it's gotta be the patent 5 cents. There's no way the Coke is 5 cents. It's gotta be like 70s. Bro, he's fucked. No. I'll take that L. Either way, so we're talking, right? We're conversating. We're doing all this nonsense. And I'm talking about my streaming stuff because obviously that's the only thing I've got really that I'm doing currently, that I'm doing a lot of. And I think we came to the conclusion that I've been stressing myself out over these goals, right? Because I've been trying to like get them done, trying to feel them finished out because I feel like I'm scamming if I don't. And a lot of them haven't really worked out for me yet. The game show with Jash, I haven't figured this shit out. I haven't figured out the IRL field trip. I've been working on that on the sideline. I have no idea what's gonna happen with the emotes. I haven't figured out when I gotta re-dye my hair. All this shit. The only things that I have like 100% locked down, kind of, are these three, and I still can't even finish that because I'm like I'm overstressing myself to get everything done, and I don't even think about the just trying to get the small shit out of the way, and now my sleep schedule is all fucked. I'm all over the place. So I'm talking to my therapist about this, right? I'm going over all this stuff and trying to figure out like this whole routine of what could be causing it, what the underlying issue, right? And I don't want to get into specifics because I'm just not going to. But at the end of the day, I kind of walked out of there feeling like garbage, basically. I walked out of there feeling like I had no fucking idea what I was gonna do next. And so I took the day. I was like, I need to think about this. I took the day. I didn't send anything on Discord because I went home. I fell right back asleep. Um, Instantaneously, might add. And so I'm over here thinking, okay. And so I'm over here thinking like, shit, man, what's the next stream gonna be? What do I have? What exactly am I gonna do to get out of this funk? Because I need to be able to like kind of just push my way out of it a little bit. Otherwise, I'm gonna constantly fall back on even more things, and then on top of that, I'm gonna just not have I'm not gonna have anything finished by the time I get this month done for. I want to finish the Factorio stuff. I think that's easy. We can get that done. I've been saying that for a while, that I think it's super easy, but I genuinely do think that's the easiest shit ever. And then the Nuzlocke is also not necessarily easy, but it can be done with the time constraints we have for the rest of the month, probably. And now I have to deal with the whole bullshit. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't think I talked about it yet, but these VODs right here, these stupid goddamn corporate Twitch, the goddamn corporate Twitch of America. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I swear to God, man, every time I've downloaded these VODs, something is fucked. Something is fucked. Something just breaks. Something fucks up and breaks, and it's never my day with these VODs. It never is. This is how many of them decided they did not want to exist in the world, and I have to get this done by the 19th, which is this weekend. I should have done this earlier. See, this is one of the things that I was talking about. Like, shit like this that I didn't even think about, that it didn't cross my mind. Because I've been trying to, like, get other shit done. And, like, it's like, ugh. Anyways. Enough about the ranting and the nonsense and the shit. I think it's best that I can the idea of trying to make this everyday stream thing work, because I think it's affecting me mentally way too much more than it should be. I'm gonna take my day. I think it'll probably be Sunday, since I think that's the best day that I can make it work for also talking to my therapist. That'll be easy. And I think that's what I'll do. So that, all in all, I don't have to necessarily screw over myself in trying to, like, absolutely drive myself into a wall and then hope that I come out unfazed. Because otherwise, I think I will literally just, like, I'll be like, oh fuck, and then figure this out too late and ruin it even further. So the schedule stays Monday to Saturdays, 9 a.m. Eastern, unless something else changes. I don't think it should. As far as I know, I don't think it should. And then Sunday off. Unless one of the goals, no, I don't think any of these goals interfere with that, and none of the things for future projects interfere with that either. The only time I may or may not take Sunday off is if I'm, like, actually feeling myself and feel like I'm okay, which I have been legitimately speaking, for the last 5 to 6 months, I've been feeling great. I've been super happy. I've been feeling like off the wall. I've been riding the high, I feel. I don't know what high I was riding exactly, but I was riding a high. And I guess my internals decided now it was time to shut down. Now it was time to stop riding the high. Now the high is over. April's come around. Your high is dead. I don't know if it had to do with like the whole surgery thing and like getting back from the hospital. Maybe I rushed a little bit too much. I don't know. I don't exactly know. But all in all, what I do know is that from here on out, I'm going to take Sundays off. Just to talk to my therapist, try to get myself a little bit more like in tuned, be myself, and go from there. That's, I think, the best course of action for me. As for the goals, I still want to do these. I still want to complete them. I still want to get them done because I think that I still feel like I would be scamming if I don't, because a lot of these goals were obviously from Megathon, which was back in December, and they were mainly like goals that you guys gifted subs towards. So I want to get them done. Obviously. Actually, a few of these I think the Nuzlocke wasn't from Megathon. I think the Nuzlocke was from even further back. So so there's a lot of things when I plan like events like the birthday stream, Megathon, I usually like to keep goals to do within that stream or that period of time so that I can easily kick them out then and there, and I don't have to worry about having to come back to them later, which is why a lot of the things I did during those streams and I didn't have to worry about it. I should have realized that a little bit better on these, but like I knew that these were gonna be like a walk in the park at some point. I just didn't think that I myself would be nerfing myself. You know, I didn't think I would be nerfing myself by being like, oh, actually, you're actually gonna start breaking down now, and so you are not gonna have any time to finish anything. Got him. So yeah, you know, there's that, I guess. It was so weird seeing my therapist again because I forgot what she looked like at first. Because again, I haven't been to see her in like a couple months, like give or take 5 months. I don't exactly know. I don't remember the last time I even talked about her on stream. But I was talking to her how like I've been streaming quite a lot recently, and then like I got the surgery, and now like April has been kind of this wishy-washy month where I've just missed a lot to oversleeping. Like we can go down to analytics right here. Actually, I have it open. We can look at this. We can look at April. Give me all of April. The entire month. I don't like this song. Why is this song in my playlist? Get this song out of my playlist. Right? The 5th, I didn't stream. 7th, didn't stream. 11th, didn't stream. And now the 13th, didn't stream. So that's 1, 2, 3 days, 4 days in April where I didn't stream. A lot of these being like almost back to back. The 5th, the 7th, the 11th. And then the streams after that weren't even that like big. 4, 9, 4 with a 3-hour stream, 4-hour stream, 8-hour stream before that. And then you go and look at like March, right, where I had the surgery. Let's see the same timeline from the 1st to the 14th. 59 hours versus 80 hours, and I only didn't stream for 2 days that time. So that's like that's a loss of like 30 hours with the month. um, which is kind of funny. 20 hours, I guess. But yeah, it's just like it it boggles me a little bit that I've just kind of nerfed myself a little bit. And like you look back at February and you're like, oh shit, I did so well in February. Even January, right? You look back at like January, where technically it's a little skewed because January had the megathon at the beginning. So these 3 days kind of skew it a little bit, but you still look at it and it's like I did decent enough streams, like 9 hour, 8 hour streams some days. Of course, I had my odd days where you would have a 4 hour stream or you'd have a 2 hour stream, or the 20-minute stream when my dog passed away, right? This is me getting back up to streaming, right? And then like February was pretty okay. I had, I think, 2 days off on February because of my gallbladder situation, but like I came back strong whenever I left. Like 11-hour stream, almost over 12-hour stream here, and it's like the lowest I had was a 2 hour stream, which is kind of crazy. That's the smallest stream I had that month. And then March, we all know what happened with March. March was the surgery, but even March I had some good bangers. 12-hour stream here, almost 10-hour stream here. Like I think the lowest we got was probably also like almost 2 hour stream. So like sure we had this big gap, but it was also like this is the surgery gap, which is kind of crazy that I was gone for that long. It didn't feel like that long. But yeah, it was that long. It was basically 2 days in the hospital for the initial pain of the gallbladder stones, and then day 3 was surgery, then another day and a half, and then like another almost 2 days basically for after surgery care. And then I came back on the 22nd, tried to stream, couldn't stream for very long. I was dead by that one. And then took another day to kind of just rest even more, and then started pumping out streams a little bit better. And then you look at April, and so far April has been lackluster. It's been lackluster, with like the longest stream being almost a 10-hour stream. Right? I haven't even tried to go over 10 hours. Then again, right now I can't really hit like 12 hours without YouTube complaining, because YouTube hates anything over 12 hours. It's like it just hates that shit. But I'm working on figuring out what I want to do for longer streams like that, because for example, the birthday stream in September, that's 100% gonna be like at least 24 hours. So there's that. And I don't want to have to reset the YouTube stream, but I might have to just get a bot or something to figure that out. And then next month, the plan I had for next month, can I tell you guys yet? Yeah, it's pretty early. I'll wait. I'll wait for the plan. I'll wait to tell you guys about the plan for next month until like the 27th or something. But the plan for next month shouldn't necessarily push me anywhere above 12 hours. There's nothing crazy that I'm doing for that. I'm hoping to get a little bit more consistency, at least for May. And I'm definitely very excited to do what I want to do in May. So hoping to get a lot of that done. And then obviously you already know what June is. June is going to be the Final Fantasy stuff with Jash. And that probably won't push 12-hour streams. I doubt it, but if I get really into it, there might be a few days that push 12 hours. You'll just have to complain at me and be like, you're reaching your 12-hour limit. If that ever happens in June. And then we have a ways away, right? July, August, September. We have like 4 or 5 months before birthday stream, and birthday's on the 14th. So like we're a ways away from doing a 24-hour stream. If anything in between says otherwise. I don't think so, right? July is not a crazy thing, if I remember correctly. And August is just... Yeah, August is a kind of throwaway that I wrote down. July might push a few 10-hour streams. I don't know about 12. It might push longer streams, but July is different. August is... You can kind of get what I might be planning by how long a stream may or may not be depending on the month. Right? July might have longer streams. August is more of a throwaway idea. I mean, April was a throwaway idea, but I'm kind of sticking with it now. April was going to be like IRL, was going to be way more IRL than doing goals, which I still might honestly do a little bit of IRL during April just to kind of make up for stuff. Because I want to do an IRL stream or two just to like get a feel for it, to go out with you guys, go outside. I'm wondering what the weather is. I'm wondering if I could do it this weekend, if possible. Yeah, weather's gonna be great this weekend. Oh yeah, we could probably even do that on Saturday or something. That would be fun. But August is kind of a throwaway, so I don't really know exactly what I'm going to be doing for August, but I doubt we're going to get 12-hour streams out of that. And then September, birthday, and then WoW is the only other thing that might push 12-hour streams. Because last time we played WoW, we went hard on WoW. Hell, we even did like the stream won't... If I die, stream ends. Like, if I die in game, stream ends, and that would go for like 48 hours during the weekends when I was working in January. So it's like I would go hard in WoW. So I feel like TVC might also go hard. So it's gonna be interesting to see whether or not how TVC goes, and then November, if it isn't also TVC, like if it doesn't, or if TBC doesn't already come out in October, and if it comes out in November, then they'll be flip-flopped. The thing I do in October will be November's, and the thing I do in November will be TBC. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense, because I feel like I'm not making sense to myself. But either way, the thing I'm doing for November, that won't really affect anything. And then I've already talked to everybody else. And by everybody else, I mean Kupka, Nino, Petch. They all agree that if I do Megathon 3, that Megathon 3 should be the entire month of December. Which would be crazy. But it also gives me way more ideas for what I would do for that entire month. And it also gives me a better idea of what I would want the game show to be. Because every single year now, I've had a game show that would determine what the timer set would end up being for Megathon. The first year, of course, I didn't do that. Well, technically, you guys did the Jeopardy, but that wasn't really that wasn't for the Megathon. That was just a game show. But the first year, we did the whole put bits in, and if it reached the bit goal, or not bit goal, a fucking channel point goal, then I would do the Megathon. And the Megathon wasn't even a planned thing. It was just sporadic. It was sporadic. It was more like I'm gonna do it now. And then I ended up doing it. And then I did it again and did it way better. And now the third edition, and I wanna amp up. I wanna obviously do it a little bit better than I did last year. I think doing the entire month would be an insane thing to do, first off, but would be an interesting thing to try and actually get done. Because I've never really done anything that grandesque before. And if I'm going to do it for that long, I would want to do a game show. I would want to do the game show with Josh thing in a way that I could formulate a good timer to get it rolling. I would want it to be a decently good amount so that what's it called? So that so if you give subs and the subtract thing, the Gamba doesn't necessarily screw over a huge amount of the time, for example. I still gotta figure out the Gamba stuff because that'll be a later, like I said, that's 4 or 5 months down the line, right? The birthday stream will be the first time we actually get to test the Gamba stuff, if people even give subs and stuff like that, but who knows. I'm hoping it only lasts 24 to 48 hours, but it could probably go longer depending on how many subs are gifted. I don't think it'll go longer, but it might. Either way, that'll be the first test of the Gamba, and then we can kind of get an idea of how I want to tweak the numbers, if I want to tweak the numbers, what I'm going to do for all that. We'll see. We'll see. Because that's a simple input, and I can also double it or something like that for certain goals met. I can double positives and yeah, that would probably be a good goal to reach. For example, I'm hoping that I can get goals for the Megathon actually written out this time around and not thought of on the spot, so that this way it would be a little bit easier to keep track of everything. I might even reach out to Nino to Binder, because she came up with a lot of the stuff on the wheel for the daily, which is definitely not going to happen this time around. Dailies are done deal. The points for adding time might also be a done deal. I'm unsure. It probably will be, because if my stream crashes the amount of times, that it did, then it's not gonna be great. Yeah, wrist and piss dailies. The dailies are fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I put in a lot of time and effort into like figuring out what would be some good dailies to like put onto the wheel, and I thought they were really interesting. But I think at the end of the day, I can show you what the dailies were because I still have this up. I think at the end of the day, they got what the hell? What is this? They got uh they kind of got like in the way. These are the remaining dailies, I think. I don't think these are all of them. Uh no, I think these were all of them maybe. Potentially? Maybe. I don't know. But these were the dailies that we had left. It looks like the dailies we had left because it's like a weird it kept doing this where it would like not alternate the color anymore. And I wasn't sure why it was doing this. The fuck is girl math? It's the math that doesn't make sense. You know how like if they spend $20 on a purse but they buy it in cash, then it never got spent. So they still have $20. That's girl math. I don't know how that one would have worked. But it was there. It was on the wheel. And then the Zoomer brain and then the exercise day. I don't think that ever happened. Um, no hablo inglés, which would have been literally talk Spanish the entire day. Which I think didn't we get that one? I swear it did. Change name on Discord. Read a bedtime story. I'm pretty sure we got that one. Some of these we already got, but they're not out of this wheel for some reason. So I think this is this was just everything, and this wheel is just fucked for some reason. You've never heard of girl math before? Girl math is pretty good. Girl math is funny. Um, what the hell? I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, this was the Megathon wheel. But yeah, I think doing two wheels that time around was just annoying as fuck. I think that was also the thing. Like, I could technically do a daily, but I would rather do where like, oh, I could do that actually. I could put all the sub goals on a wheel. Every single sub goal has an even split, right? There is no nothing to it. Even split. So it could be like hold on. Let me explain this. So it can be like this, for example, where like everything's a sub goal, right? And then on the on reaching the on reaching the sub count, I would spin this wheel because there would be like a bunch of things on this, for example, rather than have it on like as the goal. Does that make sense? So there's a chance that you may not so there's a chance for things to hit and not to hit. For example, like I could have like 100 things on this wheel. That might be a better idea. spin the sub wheel or spin the goal wheel. Because that I wouldn't mind doing. Because it's just one wheel this time. Everything else would be automated. This would be the only thing I would have to do when it reaches the goal, right? And then the goal will bounce to whatever number is reasonable, right? So if it's like 47, I'm not gonna make the next goal 50. I'd make it 60, for example. I think this is a better idea. I think I'm cooking. I think that's the best idea I've come up with since the Gamba. Since the Gamba, that might be the best idea I've ever come up with. But yeah, that'll be that. I'll reach out to people to get some really good ideas for that. Hold on. Second, I'm talking to Nino. I think Nino's the only one that I've shared my secret plans with. So he's the only one that really knows what the secret goals are, or like the secret things for every month. He's the only one that knows. Besides me, of course. But like I feel like you knew that I knew because I'm the one that made it. I don't know. I don't know why people say that sometimes. You know what I mean? Why do they say that somebody knows something and then they continue to say besides themselves when the person that knew that something would have only been told by person A? You get what I mean? Like, the only person that Nino would have been told about my plans is me. Is this why like people who study English absolutely hate themselves? Like they just crumble. They fade out of existence. Hold on, I'm talking to Nino. Okay. But either way, that's my current thought process. That's my current idea. That's the thing. Oh wait, isn't today the 14th? Yeah, today is the 14th. Is Outbound, is that a closed beta or an open beta? I think that's closed. Outbound. Let me see. Yeah, no, it's a closed alpha. Even worse. Oh shit. I don't think I'm gonna get into this closed alpha, boys. But either way, it's whatever. I'm not 100% too worried about that. It looks like a good game anyways, so I'm probably gonna end up buying it. It's fine. I didn't realize it was a closed alpha and that it was today. Either way, that's my ideas for future endeavors. We'll obviously continue talking about it and figure it out as things go. Um, what else am I thinking of here? Um, dude, I have so many windows open. Did you see all that? Look at this. So much shit having to look at. I can close this out now, I think. It's the thing and the thing and the thing over there and the thing on the things. All the downloads and stuff too, man. Yeesh. Yeesh. I did my Wordle, did my time guesser. Let's do some dailies. But yeah, hopefully I kind of explained everything that's kind of going on and like all this stuff. I'm really bad at like talking about my feelings a lot of the times because it's like alternative to a chip in the baking aisle. It's a really weird topic for me because I've never really been the type to be that open with people before. Usually only like one person would know the real 100% me, and then like everybody else can just assume who I am. Now it's more like almost everyone that's in my immediate friend group knows the real 100% me. And I've never really. Since dad that starts with an R? I've never really had that much, like. That much. Oh, it's the crust. That much, trust, I guess. Because his uncle. Um. What's the word I'm looking for? It's not trust. I don't know. Kind of sentence that keeps going and going. It should have been made into two sentences. I've just never really been that person to multiple people at a time, I guess. And so it's a completely different world to me and a completely different way that I'm acting now towards my friends because it's just like I've talked so much about this shit on and off stream now that it's like become second nature to just be like, oh, let me tell you about this. Even though I have like restricted a lot of information from you guys now, even more recently, right? There's a lot of things that you don't know now. And I've kept it that way for a reason. And I've said this, I think, a year ago, back when I had, no, 2 years ago, when I started dating somebody new for the first time in like months. Right? And since that relationship, I kind of kept everything from then on a secret, and then I would talk about it in passing or like explain things that were going on until something big happened, and then I would talk about that in private to the people in Discord, for example. I don't know if I've really covered most of that on stream. I try not to. Some people will bring up things and I'll have to deflect and I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm streaming. Shut the fuck up. But it's like it's like a completely different way of thinking almost, because it's second nature to kind of just want to open up to people and talk about your issues, but at the same time it's also like you don't want to reveal too much to the internet, to the world of the internets, because then you're going to realize that you've done a bit more than you should have, and now they know your entire life story. So it's really hard, but I'm honestly I'm okay with you guys knowing things. Obviously, I want you guys to be kind of involved in my life to the point where it's just like to know the fact that I'm still in fact waking up the next morning and feeling good about myself, feeling happy, feeling okay, feeling whatever it might be. And after this year is over, I have no idea what next year looks like. But I know for a fact that I'm not going to repeat this whole like trying to force myself into streaming for 365 days. Because I feel like that would be a bad idea. And I think I would definitely need a break. I definitely need a break once all of it is over. Especially after the Megathon. If I do an entire month of streaming, I would 100% need a break. But yeah. Uses a keyboard is typing? No, not typing. Huh. Oh, maybe type this? No. Uses a keyboard. T. I don't know. But yeah, I hope that like kind of just helps in understanding like my current dilemma and like where I am with excuse me, this whole streaming thing. Cuz like I don't want it to seem like I'm giving up or anything like that. I just want it to be like more of a not me pressuring myself to try and achieve something that may or may not be achievable, or like because I think I'm doing this to myself, really. This is nobody else's blame. This is on me now at this point. And I feel like I should have realized that sooner. But yeah. Alternative to a chip in the baking aisle. Crisp? That's the only thing I can think of. Oh my god. I'm like dying over here. Let me grab something to drink real fast. I'm gonna pause this because I don't want it to kill my timer. It's already kind of killed my timer, but it is what it is. Hold on. Let me grab a drink. I think my body shut down there for a second because I haven't talked this much in forever or something. I don't know. I don't know, but like it. Ugh. It's definitely not fun to be almost coughing up a lung right now. Oh. Oh, that's good. Oh, I do feel like I'm getting sick a little bit, but like I was getting sick last week as well, so it's like I said earlier. I don't know if I'm getting sick still or if it's like just passing. I do feel like my my nose is way more stuffy. So there's that, I guess. Oh my god. I almost tipped over a lot of things. Okay. I don't think this is crisp, by the way. But because alternative to a chip in the baking aisle. I just don't think that's it. Like stud muffins, and prepared it for use as a marker. I don't know what Nick of 48 hours means. And strike zone's lower boundary? Okay. Kind of sentence that keeps going and going. It should have been made into 2 sentences. It's like a run-on sentence, right? Or like a repeating sentence. Run-on, repeat. Or repeat won't fit. Run-on. Run-on is not spelled like that. Run-on is spelled like this. Spinouts on the ice say. What? Uses a keyboard. I thought this was typing or typist. Maybe it's just types. Maybe types on a keyboard. Uses a keyboard. Types. Like stud muffins. Yeah. Prepare for use as a marker. This could be hunky? Oh, that's not how you spell that. Oh, then this is probably chunk. Oh, alternate. Oh, I get it now. A chunk rather than a chip. Oh my god, that's so stupid. How I didn't see that before is insane. Uncap. Don't know what this is. Oh, this is skate. Oh, spin out on the ice, they say. Of course, yes, right. How could I have missed that? But dude, this is yeah. That's something. Oh, dysentery? Wait, dysentery. Dysentery. Dysentery? Isn't dysentery like poop? What the hell is dysentery again? Dysentery. Why is this such a hard word to say? Dysentery. Dysentery? Dysentery? Dysentery. 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 Whatever. Right. Anyways, car. Check car hunts Ford. Ford's a car. Actor, president, director, concert. Play, block, oxen, dam. Oxen. The hell's oxen? Stop. Stop. Stop and play could be something. Movie actor, director. Movie actor, director, play, maybe? No, not even one away. So... could be movie, concert, game, play? Okay, ticketed events. Okay, sure. Hunt, check, actor, Ford, stop, director. Damn. I don't know what oxen is. Check. I mean, a dam blocks. Block, stop. Maybe? That would be a stretch, right? I don't know what dysentery is, but I'm going to put it in. Nope, it's one away, though. Maybe it's oxen. Nope, still one away. That's creepy to me. I don't want to do that because that's going to fail instantaneously. Dysentery is the diarrhea stuff, right? Don't know what that has to do with anything, though. Director. President? What does president do? Anything? Check, hunt, car. Ford. Ow. Disconnections is a weird one. I'm not entirely sure if I understand this much. What am I exactly supposed to see here? Hmm. Hmm. I feel like block. Well, we had block, check. What did we have? We had like this or something? What was it? Oh god, I don't remember anymore. Stop. Stop block oxen dam? Or stop block dam. It was like this that was like one away? Somehow? Stop oxen. Stop block dam. Could be check instead of dysentery. To check. Block, check, dam, stop. Maybe. Restrict. Sure. Okay. I don't know anything else here, though. Actor. President. Director. I don't know. You've lost me after that. I was thinking like people in charge, but the director and the actor's not really in charge. I guess they're kind of in charge. They're like the lead. I was thinking maybe lead. Maybe the actor could be the lead. What else though? Oxen, I don't know what that is. Dysentery, Hunt, Ford. Ford is a car. Ford's also a person. The only other thing that makes sense then would be car. But then how does this fit? How does this connect with president, director, and actor? I don't know. But that would be the only other thing. Nothing else out of the 8 really makes sense here. I guess we do it. What Ford might refer to. Ford's right here, though. What? Associated with the game, the Oregon Trail? Okay, I hated that connections. Can we never play that ever again? Like, literally never again? Literally? Shirt. Flowers. Oh. Iris? Huh. Is that your, like, eyes? Uh, I don't know. What does it mean? What? What does it mean? The numbers, Mason. Shit. Um. Porsche. Lily. So it's like it's flowers then. Has to be. What is an iris? What kind of flower is that? Tulip? How do you spell tulip? Is it not? Oh, it's one L. What word is this then? Up here. There's gotta be something. Daffodil, maybe? Daffodil. Oh, it's. I accidentally grabbed the I, is that why? What's up, Panda? Mr. Nino of the Pandas. Cauliflower. Nope, not a thing, I don't think. I can't find a way to make cauliflower work. But cauliflower is not really a flower. It's a thing. Whatever. You know what? What else is a flower? Tulip, daffodil. You have rose. I don't think there's a way to make rose though. Well, almost. What else? I don't know. What are you up to, Nino? You working? I'm assuming. You took today off. Iris is right there, buddy. I don't even know what iris is. Like, what kind of flower is that? Caps. Gap. What the hell is crocus? Also, I like how you found that before the game did. For me. Font. Flowers. Pretty sure I tried flowers, didn't I? Yeah, it was like the first thing I found. Unless this is... Oh, it's spring flowers. You son of a bitch. What the hell is this then? That's a word? What in the world is that? Oh. Oh. How the hell do you pronounce this? Hyacinth? Okay. English will never... English will never surprise me. Okay, this is broken. Sweet. Hyacinth. He dead. Oh. RPG shooter. Is it Hitman? Doesn't really feel very Hitman. Maybe it is. Maybe it's like the first one or something. Nope. This was released in 2024. I don't think this is Hitman. On PC and Xbox? The hell is this then? What the hell is that? Chase GSC Game World. I don't think I've ever heard of these devs in my life. Stalker 2. Oh, I've never played Stalker 2. Vicolo ABF sausage mushroom pizza. 3 of them. Each 15.25 ounces. That's gotta be $8. Or 12? What? This is $13? No way. This is $14? Am I out of touch? Does that even make me out of touch? I don't even think that makes me out of touch. Wait, wouldn't this literally just equal 35? Yeah, it would, but I also don't have anything else to go off of. That was not very good then. Okay, 4 times 7 divided by... I hate when it does this. What is 4 times 7 anyways? 21 plus 7 is 28. Yeah, but divided by 2 would be 14. We already have a 4 on the board. I could try it. Okay, at least we know it's times 7 divided. That's a weird one. Could be 14 divided by... Yeah, no, 14 divided by 4 won't do anything. 14 divided by 4 doesn't even make fucking sense. It could be something else. It could be like 6 times 7. Yeah, but then it would have to be divided by 4, I think. Which would also not make sense, right? Because it would need... Oh, also, equals is not here. Oh. Well, we know it's a... Maybe it's a big... Maybe it's a really big number. Like 9 times 7. No, because, like... What could... What about, like, 8 times 7? Divided by, like, 14. Because then this would equal 1. Wait, what? 8 times 7 is 56. Oh, wait, no. That would equal 4. Okay. I was on to something, though. I think. I was on something. No, this is not 4, 1. This can't be 2. I just can't. Because we know this is not 14 anymore. It could still be something. It could be 6 times 7. This could still be like 42. And this could be like 6 times 7 divided by 42 equals 1. Oh, look at that. Look at that. He's so smart. Alright. Oh, that was fun. That was good. Anyways. That was a good chat, I think. That was a good chat. That was a good everything. My head is like, wolf. Dude, I've never felt more pain in my entire life. I lied. When my, after my surgery, I guess, that was the most pain I've ever felt in my entire life. I want to go and grab food. I think that will help. I want to snooze the ads. I want to go and grab food. I think we had a nice little chat about the future of my streams. I think tomorrow we'll do Factorio. Wednesday we'll do the Nuzlocke if we haven't already finished Factorio. Otherwise, it will be Factorio again. And then Thursday we'll do the Nuzlocke. And we'll try to get as much of the Nuzlocke as we can done for then. And then on Saturday we'll do the Lego stream so that we can get these song requests done. I might do a little bit of IRL on Sunday, maybe, or Saturday, perhaps, maybe. Maybe. You're new here. Well, welcome. Welcome in. What else? I don't really know off the top of my head. I should get carne asada. I don't know if I really want carne asada. I still need to get all the VODs downloaded. Mr. Streamman is very super picky about everything. I'm not really picky. I just don't want carne asada. That doesn't make me picky. And then of course, Sundays are gonna be my days off for the time being. You can suggest like 100 different foods and he still won't decide. Lies. That's just straight up lies. Why are you lying to people? God, you can tell I'm really tired. Oh. God, my F1 season just like crumbles, man. Every single time a race happens, this gets worse. This looks worse and worse for my initial predictions. Every race that happens, it just keeps getting worse and worse. You get more followers than me. Good job. Thanks. That's a weird thing to say. Okay, everyone. Goodbye. What? Okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't question things anymore. You know what? I given up on questioning things anymore. I've expected a segue to our sponsor. Our sponsor. Who's our sponsor for today? Ugh, damn it, that one didn't work. That's not good. I hate when shit like that breaks, by the way. Like this doesn't get shown because it thinks it's corrupted. It could very well be corrupted. That's the worst part. The best viewers shit. Sure. I thought that's where that was headed a little bit too. Not gonna lie. Where's the other page I had up for this? Did I not have another page for this? Okay, whatever. What was the next one on the list? Oh, that was the next one on the list. Oops. Maybe I should have exited out of it. I thought it wasn't the next one on the list. What year was this? Okay, well, whatever. 2023. Next time I should write that down or jot that in my mind. Can we just talk about Lawson for a second here, though? Can we just talk about Lawson? How he went from Red Bull, was absolute garbage. So then we blamed it on the car. Then he's now at the sister team in Racing Bulls, and he's still pretty bad. He's not doing great. The first time when he outqualified Yuki Tsunoda, I can see how that could have happened. Now Yuki went to the points. The first time that Red Bull has scored a double points. Not even that far away from Max either, because Max was just having a bad race. Dude, the first few pit stops for Red Bull though were atrocious, to say the least. So there's that, I guess. There's that. Let's not forget that Red Bull just like, for some reason, forgot their lights. Like, how do you do that? How do you do that? Lawson was straight copium. I mean, I had Lawson pretty down low, didn't I? P15. That's pretty low. I mean, I misjudged Nico Hulkenberg, Gabriel Botterato for doing anything. I misjudged Hajar, severely misjudged Doohan. He's actually been pumping that Alpine pretty well. Sure, his first few races were kind of wishy-washy, but like they're actually doing decent. Heavily misjudged Antonelli. Like, holy shit, who thought that Mercedes was going to be that powerful? To put a rookie up into the P5. Up into the top 5, sorry, my bad. Not P5. But up in fighting with for fucking podium positions sometimes. Who would have thought? And then you have people like Sainz who have just been absolutely throwing for skins in that Williams. Like, come on. Come on. What is happening with him? Is he okay? It's like he loses the Ferrari seat, he goes freaking ballistic. He's nowhere. And the Williams is not a bad car at the end of the day. It really isn't. Either way, I feel like I've yapped too much today. I feel like I've yapped till I can't yap anymore. I want to get food. I'm gonna go do that. Okay. I'm really tired. My headache hurt a lot, and I think we've talked about some really important things and the the future of what the streams are gonna look like, or I guess what I'm gonna do for streaming wise. That's tomorrow's thing. Tomorrow we get back into it. Give me a list of games you fuck. I have like some games in mind. I'll get you a list. I'll get you a list later today. If not tomorrow for sure. Either way, in mind isn't in my DM. I'm just gonna telepathically send it to you, okay? Anyways, boys, I think for now I'm gonna go head out, take some Advil, eat some food, short stream, because I said it was gonna be a real short stream today. But yeah, I have a lot to think over. I have a lot to think about and whatnots. We'll see what happens. Have fun. Have a wonderful rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time may be for you. Take care of yourselves and each other as always. 07s. Don't forget to add coal to that Steam engine. Yeah, I won't. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not later, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Alright? I love you guys. Bye bye.